NRL tips, round 10. First game, Dolphins and Dogs. We're going to go with Dolphins. Dolphins by 6. Why are we going with the Dolphins? First things first. The Dogs' poor form is not Lockie Galvin's fault. I'll say that right now. The Dogs made one line break last week. The only player with a line break for them, Lockie Galvin. To be fair, should they have got rid of the people they got rid of for him? No. You know, Reed Marnie really enjoyed beating them last week. The Dolphins have a couple of names back too, so, you know, they could probably put it on the Doggies here, but I'm going to be safe. I'm just going to say they're going to win by 6. Roosters and Titans are next. Who are we picking? Chooks by 20. Why are we going the Chooks? Their last 5 games, I think they've scored over 30 points. To be fair, as a Broncos fan, and I'm completely unbiased, they kind of fell away in the back end of that game last week. So, I don't know. I'm just saying. But why am I so confident with the Roosters? Because the Titans they're going to tighten. They had a glimpse there for a moment where you're like, oh, they're not going to do it. They're 100% doing that. Titans are going to tighten. Chooks going to chook. Next game, Cowboys and Parramatta. Who are we going with? We're going with Cows. Going Cowboys by 18. Why are we the Cowboys? Tom Malolo's milestone, obviously, and it's a Cowboys home game. And, you know, the Eels got no chance. Dragons against the Knights. Everyone is tipping Knights. There's a retro jersey, by the way. Knights by 18. Why are we the Newcastle Knights? Every game seems so unbalanced. I think last week against South, 3 players for the Knights scored 2 tries, and you know, one of them scored 3 or maybe 2 of them. Who knows? They had that many try scorers. And in comparison, St. George, I looked it up. Top 50 try scorers in the NRL. There isn't a single Dragon there. Just don't have any attack. Knights are going to be too good. Knights by 18. Rabbitohs and Sharks. This is where I lose people. I'm going to go with Sharkies. I'm going Sharkies by 2. Why am I going with the Sharks? Yes, I know the Sharks were flattered by the fact that was literally no defense against the Tigers there last week, especially at the end. It was beyond a joke. And the Bunnies are red hot. Like, the lowest score they've got this season, I think, is 18 off the top of my head. Now, because of that, why am I with the Sharks? Their team's unchanged, and I think Whiten's out for South, so I give Sharks a chance. Doesn't seem too far-fetched to think this could be an upset. Manly against the Broncos, and I'm going to go with... I'm obviously a Broncos fan. I'm not delusional, though. I'm going Manly. It's Manly, unfortunately, by 16. Why am I with Manly? Reynolds, Staggs, Mariner all out. Makes me anxious about this game, and so with that I'd put 12 points on just for that. Then the game's at 4 Pines, add 4 more points to that. That's how I got Manly beating us by 16. Yeah, I don't know, don't have much hope going into this one. Next game, Melbourne and West Tigers, and finally they are back. That's right, the Melbourne Storm are back, and they're winning this big by 22. Why am I saying this? It seems outrageous, but I think this is the game where they finally get it back together. Hughes is back as well. And Tigers are weak. They've got a couple of key injuries there. So this is Melbourne's best chance. If Melbourne don't do it here, the whole thing is rigged. But it seems to be the footy gods have had some mercy on Melbourne, and they're finally going to get a win. I think it's their second or third. I don't even know. There's so few of them. But they'll get one here. Last game, Raiders-Panthers. We all know what we're doing here. Panthers. We're going Panthers by 10. What do I say? Panthers win another game, and everyone's just disappointed. So, what's the point of reviewing their games? Like, they're just going to win, man. I'm over it.